chose to lose weight because of a few different reasons. But my main reasons was because I have a 4-year-old son. He's my first boy, my only boy. And I want to be able to be more active. I used to be able to do cartwheels, and I was in gymnastics growing up. So I did a lot of that type of thing. And the bigger I got, I wasn't able to do so. And with each pregnancy, I always gain like a huge amount of weight, up to 100 pounds each pregnancy, and it doesn't come off as easy because of thyroid issues. So yeah. Gosh, I've done everything. I've done transformations, which is HCG shots, the pregnancy hormone. I've done Jenny Craig. I've done Weight Watchers. I've done the keto diet. I've done Herbalife. I've even tried the change the way you eat, or the lifestyle change. So I'm getting ready to have the gastric sleeve procedure done. And it was like a last resort. I was really scared of it for a long time, so I did a massive amount of research before I ever even considered it to be an option. So with starting the process for the gastric sleeve surgery, I went to my PCP first, and then you have to get blood work. There's an orientation that you do with the bariatric surgeon. You have to go to your cardiologist. You have to have a psychiatric evaluation. For me, because I had birth control, I had to go see my OBGYN. You have to do a metabolic test. You have to have a dietitian and meet with a dietitian for X amount of months depending on your insurance. It tells you how long you have to meet with a dietitian. You have to do you have to see a pulmonologist for sleep apnea. And then you have to also get a chest x-ray and a EDG, I believe it is. Yeah, so I am actually waiting on a date from the insurance company, or waiting for the insurance company to approve so I can receive a date, which is about a little less than 2 to 3 weeks away.
Okay, perfect. So, what's wrong? You sweating? You can write. Go ahead. Go ahead and write. We in between questions. Tell us a little bit about each of the steps.
Okay. So with going to my PCP, I had to provide information on other things that I did. So of course with Weight Watchers, it's on like through the internet or through online, so you get information like receipts and stuff for the things you paid for. Also with transformations, I had receipts from that. I had receipts from Herbalife, and then I provided all of that to her. She just wanted to see like that I was serious, that I had done other things to say, yes, this is something that I really want to do, and like this is the last resort. I then had to do massive blood work. Like they test everything. They do a CBC count. They they test your liver. They test your kidney. They test everything. Like they do blood work for everything. And if anything is off, you have to get that under control before you can even go to an orientation for weight loss surgery. However, I didn't have those problems. I'm unhealthy, but my body isn't unhealthy. Then I had to do, of course, the orientation. So with the orientation is you meet with the bariatric surgeon, or I'm sorry, not the surgeon, you meet with one of their people that work directly with them, and they tell you basically about the entire program. They go through everything from top to bottom. And then there's a criteria that you have to meet. So if you don't meet the criteria, then obviously they're not going to say, okay, you can come back and meet the doctor. But if you do meet all of the criteria and all of the qualifications, then you come back and you meet with the doctor. Once you meet with the doctor, you start the rest of the process, which is meeting. Like they give you a diary, or not a diary, I'm sorry, but a checklist. And on that checklist is where you have to do everything else. So because I had birth control, they want you to stop any hormonal things in your body within 2 weeks of surgery. So I had my birth control taken out because I had the next one, which was the implant that goes in your arm. It works for me. I didn't get my menstrual cycle when I had it, so that was like a plus because I hate it. But I had to have it removed in order to go through with the process. And then the cardiologist, I have AFib. AFib is basically just an irregular heartbeat that can cause you to have a stroke, or it can cause you to have blood clots or that type of thing. It's more in depth, but that's just the basis of it. So I had to, with my cardiologist, I had to get a stress test, which is the devil. Oh my God. But I had to get a stress test, and then I had to do an EKG, and I had to get a clearance from my cardiologist to say that I was okay, like my heart was okay for surgery. And then with the pulmonologist, I have sleep apnea, which I did not know, but I had to see the pulmonologist. They did a test, like I had to stay overnight at the hospital for the testing. They hooked all these crazy wires up, and we'll talk more in depth about that, but they hook all these crazy wires up to you, and you stay overnight, and then they tell you what your levels are. And again, we'll go into specifics about that. So then I had to do a metabolic test, which is basically just telling you how many calories your body needs a day to stay at the same size, and how much it needs a day to go down. So they put this little machine in your mouth, and you breathe into it for about 15 to 20 minutes, and it tells them all of this information. I have no idea how, but that's what happens with that. And then, of course, I had to see the nutritionist for 6 months. Every month they give you something new to work on. And you can, any of these people can say, no, you can't have surgery, or they can fail you, basically. So if the nutritionist tells you to do something and you're not doing it, they can, like, basically say she didn't do what she was supposed to do, so she's gonna have to wait longer. And then I had to get a chest x-ray. I had to go to the hospital for that. It was about 15-30 minutes, maybe at the longest, like with check-in and then getting the procedure done. But they basically just take a chest x-ray to make sure that you don't have any pneumonia, or everything is positioned correctly. It's no fluid anywhere that it's not supposed to be, so on and so forth. So my insurance is covering my weight loss surgery. Most insurances do cover it. However, there is a few things that aren't covered, like your meetings with the dietitian. They tell you that you have to pay for the first meeting, but they don't tell you that after you meet with a dietitian that first time, every visit is you have to pay for it. So you have to pay for the dietitian. Unfortunately, I don't really know any insurance companies that have a dietitian that will be covered specifically for the weight loss surgery, because it's like not as widespread as people would think it is, especially with the different things that are attached to it. Also, the vitamins. The insurance don't pay for the vitamins that you have to have that are specific for the weight loss surgery. With any of the weight loss surgeries, like specific vitamins you have to have afterwards to basically keep your body where it's supposed to be. So the sleeve, which is the procedure that I'm getting, is taking out 80% of your stomach. Well, your stomach creates different enzymes and so on and so forth that help your body to process the food and other things that like connect to other stuff and other systems. So you don't have that anymore, so you have to replace it with the vitamin, with the oral supplement. So the vitamins are not covered by insurance. You have to pay for the vitamins out of pocket. And you can get vitamins from other places, like they tell you what it is that you need for your body. So you can get them like other places if you buy your vitamins wholesale or whatever the case may be. But I guess I'm just a stickler with like certain things, and it's like they know best because they're doing the procedures, and without the correct vitamin or the correct amount, like with vitamin D they have 1,000, I think it's 1,000 UC capsule or 5,000 UC capsule, which from them because, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, just want to go wrong with something. And then the only other thing that you have to pay for is the travel. It's 45 minutes away, almost an hour away sometimes. So, and that's there and back. So the travel time, like, it's nothing covered for the travel time, and it's not that many of these doctors around yet, so you do have to travel.
Oh.
So first, obesity, which, depending on the little BMI chart that they give you, most people are. So obesity, and there's different levels of obesity. But obesity, number one. The second thing that can qualify you is being obese with what they call a chronic sickness, like diabetes or high blood pressure, CPAP, or having a CPAP machine, having sleep apnea can actually qualify you for weight loss surgery. Then there's a few other things that I'm not really familiar with because I've never really heard of those things. But those are the ones that I told you about are like the biggest ones. Like diabetes is number one. If you're overweight and you have diabetes, you're automatically approved for the surgery because losing the weight can help you get back on track.
Gotcha.